This is a picture of me and my guide, Tundu Sherpa, from Kathmandu, and we are on the summit of Mount Everest, and this is my third attempt. I had learnt from lessons of doing things wrong on my previous two attempts, and I identified that what I was basically doing wrong was to try too hard to keep up with the European guide. Competitiveness which didn't do me any good. I had a cardiac complaint. I needed to plod within my own ability, and when I realized that and went with Tundu, who, being like a mountain goat, competitiveness didn't get you anywhere anyway, he'd been up Everest many times, as has his father before him, and he knew what to look out for, which someone who isn't aware of the area and its strange behavior weather-wise, and weather is everything on Everest and on the Eiger. It can change so rapidly, and most of the people who have died on both mountains is because of their lack of local awareness. So to have someone who was totally at one with the mountain, like Tundu, was great. These pictures are of my ascent of the north face of the Eiger, which is technically a difficult climb, and took 3 days and nights on the face of it. I climbed the Eiger because I wanted to get rid of my phobia, because age 60, still having an irrational phobia was not a good thing. I wanted to get rid of it at all costs. Everest had not got rid of it because it doesn't have proper drops below you. I had to, in my head, know not ever to look down, because that would bring on the vertigo, and not even to think about what was below me. Think upwards at all times was the motto. Planning to stop being held back by being frightened is not something which you can possibly do, because you don't know when you are going to really feel so frightened by a given obstacle. We are dealing with nature, not other human enemies. Human enemies, very difficult, very dangerous, very frightening. Nature is not out to get you. So when you come to a problem which you're frightened of, calm down. Panic is definitely a no-no when you're dealing with nature. I think that if an expedition was not risky, it would not still be a record waiting to be broken. Only by a knowing that there are going to be risks, which is why your predecessors have failed to break that record. Therefore, you look at those risks very, very carefully and say, well, they're not going to stop us. Why are they not going to stop us? Because we have planned a new way of getting around them.